everybody, welcome to my channel. Everything I say is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into this review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we open up with Mel and Stormy. Stormy knew that Mel took a break, but she wanted special treatment, quote unquote, and wanted Mel to tell her specifically. We found out that Mel and Stormy have been DMing each other for a long time, but Stormy's acting like DMing was a forbidden thing. Why all of a sudden it's a forbidden thing now, Stormy, when you develop in a friendship? That's just weird. So Mel said her real friends respect her space. She said her and Stormy had the conversation about not needing friends who are needy because they both have so much on their plate. So Stormy acting brand new right now is what you're trying to say, okay? So Stormy asked Mel if it's a trust thing. Mel said that that's some of the reason that, she don't let people have her phone number. So Stormy asked her, so if people don't have your number, you don't trust them. And Mel said no. She said, but she's protecting herself. So Stormy said, what's going on with that? Because Mel said people be doing stuff. So Stormy wants to talk about Mel tweeting that time she tweeted. I wonder who recorded that. And Stormy's was getting the backlash with the people thinking that she recorded it. Mel didn't say it, as far as I'm concerned. It was the one who was on TV playing the clip who made sure to play it for Martell, in my opinion. Okay? So there you go. So Stormy felt like that recording that was played, Mel said those things in her YouTube interviews. She pretty much threw shade at Mel, talking about she went on a YouTube press tour. Didn't you go on a press tour too, but nobody really wanted to talk to you on YouTube? I'm just saying. So Stormy getting her confessionals and says how she know how to manage her expectations with Mel and their friendship that they're developing. She said people want them to have an issue. She telling this to Mel now. People want them to have an issue. And Mel says she good and Stormy says she good. So why is there an issue? I don't know. So Kiki comes walking into the party. Tisha says she didn't expect her to be there because they didn't end off well at the reunion. They didn't end up on a good note. And she's going to keep it cordial and keep her distance. And in my mind, I'm like, good. Then we don't have to hear you whine about it the whole goddamn season. Okay? Kimmy talks to Martell and says she's glad she had Maurice through these times of her going through the cancer. She asked Martell, do he miss Mel in times like that, where he could have someone to talk to? And he was like, yeah, especially someone you love and care for. Martell says he misses that and he knows what was best for him. Man, it's too late. Get out of here. Kimmy says he wants his old life back and his wife back and has buyer's remorse. Well, ain't no return to sender, return to the store, return to nowhere. You might as well stick with that chick you chose, okay? The one that was doing better for you, treating you better than Mel, okay? Making you feel special. Go on and get with that. Leave Mel the hell alone because clearly Mel has moved on, okay? So Mel is putting on her coat and Martell walks up to her and asks her if she's leaving. She says yes. He was like, let me walk you to the car. She was like, she's good. She just parked in the front. But he's so insistent on walking Mel out the door. He's looking like stalkerish, if you ask me. Mel says she wished her wishes was respected. And she was like, this is my opinion. I don't need your bald-headed, bags under the eyes, getting facials, loafer wearing stuff to walk me outside to my car, okay? Mel looks frustrated because he's trying to joke about it and laugh it off with Tiffany and her husband Lou, okay? So Martell said, she's a whole mother of my kids. And I'm like, boy, bye. You ain't think about none of that when you was cheating on her, okay? You ain't think about none of that when you was trying to drag her name through the goddamn mud in these streets of Huntsville. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. So anyway, Martell had the nerve to say in his confessional that Mel didn't mean that she didn't want him to walk her outside because he's a true gentleman. Like, get that. So what? Gentleman to who? Because you showed your hand on this TV show. You a gentleman when you want to be. Okay? You sound real delusional. Anyway, Kimmy's talking to Maurice. I guess this is the next day. She's packing her stuff for surgery. They talk about the get together and how well it went, and it was good for her spirit. So they end up talking about Martell and how Martell misses Mel. Maurice called Martell a double-sided and the one that caused a lot of the mistakes. And he needs to sort out his feelings for Mel because it's cold on that side of town, okay? So Martell meet with the Fletchers on their date night. Miss Nell asks if he's dating exclusively. He said no, and he don't like the single life. But he plans on proposing this year. And I'm like, to who if you're not dating exclusively? Who the hell are you proposing to? Oh, you're going to finally propose to your side chick that destroyed your marriage? She ain't even destroyed your marriage. I'm going to take that back. You destroyed your marriage, okay? So anyway, the Fletchers ask him if, him and Sheree are getting serious. And he was basically like, we get along, I love her company, blah, 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 blah. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, like, if Sheree don't see how she's carrying him on this show, she needs to open her eyes. And then, although I think this relationship is a whole stunt, okay, it's just full of foolery, she really needs to open her eyes. So they said, how long you plan on dating Sheree? And he said, when God said go. Child, I can't. They be stealing Mel's slogans. Anyway, he tells them that Mel don't communicate with him. He has the kids for 7 days and they don't talk. He don't like the back and forth in the court. Wasn't you the one that caused this back and forth in court? Okay. You was the one. So he's mad. He tells them that Mel has 20 babysitters. And Nell was like, I don't believe that. Don't nobody have no 20 babysitters. And you are absolutely right. Okay. He wants to hire 2 people to watch the kids that him and Mel approve of. And in my mind, I'm just like, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and pay for them. You waiting on Mel to help you pay for it, but this is something that you want to do? Like, get out of here, okay? Again, Martell, y'all are divorced. You can't tell her how to care for her children when they are in her custody, okay? You can't tell her what to do. You just can't. You ain't that type of person that she could work with. And I can speak on that, and allegedly I can speak on it because you showed your hand on the show. You're irrational. So Tisha meets up with Courtney, who's obviously a family member. I think that's a cousin or something. Tisha wants to know if she would like to join her brokerage because she just got her brokerage license. Courtney says she don't know because she just switched over to another brokerage firm and she want to make sure everything is in order before, she could do anything. Because I do believe you got to be paying certain fees to become come under a broker or something like that. I'm not an expert at it, but I think that's what you need to do. So she asked Tisha about Kiki and her relationship. Courtney says she feels that Kiki is hurt because her life is not where it's supposed to be because of the decision she made. Tisha said Kiki needs to fix the mistake she made and do the work to be healed. So what work are you going to do, Tisha? Because you don't hold yourself accountable for nothing at all. You can see everybody else's stuff, but you can't see nothing you do. So Courtney advises her that her and Kiki should meet up. Said, what's her name? Tisha said, yeah. And she said, if I do this, you're going to come to my brokerage firm. And the Courtney cousin was like, okay, but you just said you can't come because you're dealing with a whole nother broker. Like, I don't understand. I don't know how it works, but I don't understand. So in her confessionals, Tisha said she will meet with the devil to get Courtney to come on board with her brokerage firm. She said at the end of the day, it's about business. So I wonder if Courtney seen this and how Courtney feels about that. So you basically meeting with Kiki just to get Courtney to come to your brokerage firm and not to repair your family? Interesting. The same person who would yell to the top of her lungs that family is important. Like, I can't. So Mel meets with Nell Fletcher, and Nell asks her about dating life, and she says she's dating. In her confessional, she was like, why is everybody in Huntsville worried about who I am sleeping with? Like, let's go, move on and do something else. Anyway, Nell lets Mel know that Martell was on their date night. He ended up coming in on a date night and complaining about her having 20 babysitters. Mel says she has a hand full of people that watch her kids and they watch her children at her house. Mel said he's just mad that she don't need him, and he dogs her out to anybody that'll listen. She said first it's I'm a bad wife, and now I'm a bad mom. And like, get out of here, Martell, with that. So Nell suggests that they get 3 babysitters that they approve of together, and we find out that Mel did try to do that with him, and it did not work out. She said people don't like to be fooling with Martell, and I don't blame them because the fool is crazy. Okay, he think he could tell people what to do, and have it his way, and it don't work that way. Anyway, Mel said Martell's not finna mess up her peace, okay, with his controlling, pulling up, following ass, okay? Mel just don't trust him anymore. Listen, I wouldn't trust him either. He showed his hand. I think I said that like 50 times in this doggone review. Kiki and Tisha meets up at a kickboxing class with the awkwardness between them. Tisha said that Tisha got the nerve to say that Kiki got a lot of anger built up inside of her. So what do you have built up inside of you, Tisha? Because you hold no accountability for nothing either, okay? What you got built up inside of you that you need to work on? She said she invited her to see how they could move forward, but did you forget to say that you will meet up with the devil so that Courtney could join your brokerage firm? Did you mention that? Nope. Tisha, you fake. Tisha said she wants to move forward with Kiki. She felt like Kiki was being used by Mel. They didn't show Kiki responding to that. Kiki said that was not her intentions. And to be honest, I don't think it was Kiki's intentions for it to play out like it played out. But I do think Kiki talks a lot. Tisha said Kiki played with words and she needs to be direct and because she leads people to assume what's going on in her marriage. Tisha, let me stop you there, because before Kiki came on the scene, your husband Marceau was the one that left people guessing and wondering and letting us know that your marriage wasn't on the up and up. And let's not mention your mother who came on to let us know that things wasn't on the up and up. Okay, ciao, bye. Kiki says she feels the exact same way. Part of her said that how can you say anything to me when you did XYZ? Tisha says she keep playing this blame game and not taking accountability. Child. Both of y'all doing the same thing as Kiki mentioned, okay? Tisha said it's not going to work out. Tisha said she don't want to get to the point where she starts spilling stuff on people. What if she spoke about Kiki's marriage? And I'm like, well, it'll probably be a tit for tat. Because what you tell, she going to tell something about you. So be careful about that. And then in my mind, I'm just like, well, maybe it's karma for you speaking on other people's marriages. For how many years now? Okay, I'm just saying. So that ends the episode. What do y'all think about Stormy saying that it's weird for her to DM Mel, although that's how they start talking through the DMs? How do y'all feel about Tisha saying that she'll meet with the devil in order to get her cousin on board? So her meeting with Kiki was to get her cousin on board for her brokerage firm. And how do y'all feel about Martell missing that old thing? Okay. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video is coming out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.